Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So a couple of things happening in the markets at the moment, and they're all just pointing to pure confusion right now. So at the moment, starting off with Euro USD, you can see we bounced off the bottom here. Oscillators groups are downside quite nicely, nice little bit of a pullback, and now our oscillators are starting to get to a position where we need to be paying attention to price action and levels. So for me, I'm just going to move these levels. There's my previous swing low there. That's where we're heading to. I'm expecting a rejection here, and then more than likely a move back down to the lows or possibly below the lows. So it's pretty much what's been happening the last couple of weeks. You can see move up, move down, pull back, move down, pull back. So long as we don't break above that area there, which is this previous tail, this previous swing high here. It's around 118. Yeah, so just look at around 118. It's 118.0, not 20, 118, somewhere around there. As long as we don't break above that, trend is down. So plan of action here. We do have jobs numbers out today, so just be cautious. Watch the hour. You can see we've already grouped. We've already got the first engulfing bar, and we're moving down. I expected to find structure here. So I expect the buyers to come in here and expect another move to the upside. So there is something happening here. So either wait for the move back, another rejection, then take it, or wait for the break here and the move back to come and test this area. And then you're looking to be short on this. But bear in mind that is against the trend, because bull trend was confirmed yesterday with all the moving averages crossover and price action testing it like this. So you could just see pull back onto structure and then a move up to come and test these highs at 118. That is also a possibility. So right now, with the jobs data coming out, I'm sit on hands. I don't think I'm going to take any of these trades just yet. We'll wait and see what transpires. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. So within this pair, we are still tails to the upside, tails to the downside. Massive confusion. So big up, big down, big confusion. Not really interested in this at all, to be honest. The one thing that may change my mind, you can see on the hour we've been above and below the moving averages all along. If we can come back and find some structure, which closest bit of structure is down here, that is at 109.877. That also tests the moving average break. Oscillators agreeing with that structure as well at the moment. So pay attention to that. If we can get back down to this level and get some positive price action here at 109.877, take it off for 15 minutes. I'll just come back down to this area here. Look at the oscillators right now. Great opportunity to, I think, to buy into this, and probably looking for these highs somewhere around here. I almost want to say that seems to be the area we have broken through. Just find some structure here. Yeah, I think the previous highs here, 110, 121 is the logical move. Wait for that to happen. But yeah, so a little bit of a scalp. Could just be a flag forming for another leg up as well. So this is looking fairly positive for a strong dollar. I think just wait for structure and probably wait for the noise as well, and then have a look at this. But definitely looking like setups on most time frames at the moment for a move to the upside. Moving on to British pound Japanese yen, and was expecting us to reject this level. We did not reject it. We got above it, and hindsight's always the perfect science. Always say to myself, put 2 or 3 levels in, and what I should have been doing is putting those levels in, and then not having these distractions here. And that gives you the area that we bounced into, and that would be another area to look at. So the moment could be a potential double top here. There's the first one, there's the second one. So that's a pin bar and there's an inside bar. So that's on the higher time frames. Oscillators also agreeing with that that view at the moment. If we look at the hour, what we have is a potential trend reversal on the hour. So again, we've got bullish and bearish calls here. So what you would expect is a pullback onto the moving averages, test this break. You can see we spent 3 days trying to get through. So I would expect price to come back into there and then move to the upside. It does set up a bit of an inverse head and shoulders for us, so shoulder, head, shoulder, or alternatively shoulder, head, and now we're forming the right shoulder. So pay attention to this. If this breaks to the upside, I suspect you have a bigger move to the upside. But at the moment, it is setting up for a continuation to the downside right now. And even though the hour is indicating that we have broken the moving averages. So yeah, the hour is what we trade, and at the moment I think I'll just on the sides of that until we get some direction. And lastly, Euro British Pound, I could pretty much tell you I'm not interested in this at all. So this week's been interesting. Big sell-off, confusion, and now we've got an engulfing bar here. It is an indication that I need to be paying attention. The problem I have is it is above the 155 EMA. It is defending the 155 EMA, and that is a signal for trend for me. So at the moment we are above the 155 on the 8 hour, and we're trying to hold it. So that is a potential trend reversal, and that's why it's so volatile at the moment. Oscillators are also kind of agreeing with that. Ultimately this is big up, big down, big up, big down, big confusion, so it's a range. And if we look at the hour, look at that's sideways. We've got a moving average crossover, we've got oscillators grip to the downside, but we've got a bearish crossover, and then we've got sort of a bullish signal here that we need to be looking for a level to buy off, and then we're sideways. So for me, this is sideways. Just sit on the side, let it play out this week, and come back and have a look at it next week. There's no real reason to get yourself burnt in this structure. Anyway guys, I hope that helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.